Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another live video guys. As promised, I said I was going to go on live again, and this topic popped into my head. I can even say the word digital ID, right? Digital ID, right? And this is like a hot topic right now. There's a lot of, but it comes up on my feed a lot, this whole digital ID in the US and in the UK, right? And this is not an informative video. This is not going to be me educating you on what it is, right? I'm just going to share what I think of it so far, right? Like a general chit chat, okay? And if you guys are free, feel free to discuss it with me, right, in the comments. Right, so I remember a while back I saw content online about digital ID way before it was being published on like YouTube and stuff like that. And from what I gathered from it, I gathered that there's going to be a lot of changes that come with it. And guys, you know I am someone that struggles to adapt to change, right? I do struggle with change. I'm someone that doesn't like routine, but at the same time, when things switch up, I do get really confused with my dyslexia. You know, if I'm working a job and I change my shifts, it kind of throws me off a bit. So let's get back on topic. Digital ID. What is it? What is this digital ID? Right. I'm guessing that digital ID is going to be, clues in the title, your ID online, right? I'm guessing it's going to replace passports, cash, and a lot of things like that, right? I'm guessing, guys. So digital ID is going to be a completely new system, which I'm quite anxious about because I don't know what's to come with it. Right, when you see things changing so drastically, you do have to question what it is, right? This fan is taking so long to turn the damn corner. Sorry, I don't even want to do it. Thank you for the hearts, guys. Thank you for the heart. Thank you for the like as well. Yeah, thank you for the like. Yeah, so from what I gathered, digital ID, how do you say it? Digital ID, right, may not be a good thing for a lot of people. So people that, you know, especially elderly people that, you know, maybe used to the old system of being able to pay with cash. I am one of those people that pay with cash, but now only, I would say the past, I would say roughly last year, I started using card, right, because it was just easier for me. You know, instead of having to worry about drawing out cash, I would pay by card, right? And that was to do with my finances. It made more sense for me to pay that way. But ideally, I love paying with cash, right? And a lot of people love doing that too, right? So with the digital ID, I'm guessing it's going to have all your information on there, right? I don't know much about it, but I'm guessing that you're going to need it to be on the internet. And you may need it to get into some stores as well to buy food or whatever. But this is all a guess. I don't know much about it, guys. As I said, this is not an informative video, so don't take what I say as gospel. But the whole changes, right, makes me think of the Bible. So with the Bible talks about the ending of the world and how a lot of things are going to come to an end before Christ comes back, okay? So this makes me think of that, the whole drastic changes. I believe that when the digital ID comes into place, it's going to go cashless, so there'll be no cash. I believe the currency is going to change as well. So far I think it's only going to be happening in the UK and the US. I don't know about anywhere else in the world. Stuck farmer. Are you saying that? Are you saying that it's better to be a farmer? Thank you for the likes. There's actually petitions online where people are signing against it to say no to digital ID. And I actually tell them there's no point actually saying no to it, because what's been written, if it's already written, if God's already written for this to happen, right, what's the point in trying to go against it? You know, what's the point in trying to go against it? And we all know that anything you try and sign up against when it comes to government or anything like that, it's going to go ahead regardless whether you want it to or not. That's just my opinion. So, you guys know there's been so many changes, like paying for carrier bags. There's just always these random changes. And unfortunately, digital ID, I don't know when that's going to come into place, but it seems like they're introducing it. When I say they're introducing it, they're starting to talk about it. So I don't really know much about it. But I do know it's going to shake the world up because, you know, cashless system, guys. I don't agree with the whole cashless system. I believe you need to physically have cash. You know, internet's replaced a lot of things where it's replaced genuine connections where you can actually write a card to someone, but now people are saying happy birthday online. The world is changing a lot. And some people do like the changes, but there's just so much going on, guys. And even me being able to speak on this platform is not a positive thing, because if I'm speaking about this topic, it means that information is being collected so they can understand how people feel about the changes, which is why I'm trying to keep it as neutral as possible. I'm going to read the comment in a bit. What about the 2.8 million old people who have no access to the internet? Exactly. I feel like this doesn't benefit the elderly at all, because they're gonna go hungry, because if they can't get into shops because they can't scan a digital ID or a QR code or however they're going to introduce it, it's really not fair. The old system was better, cash was better, and it's going to take away a lot of people's freedom as well. You won't be able to go on an aeroplane without a digital ID. But we'll see what happens, because who knows, I may not be alive then, who knows, but I don't know when it's going to come into play, but I don't see how it's going to benefit everyone. Right, and you do see a lot of things today where you do see a lot of things being online, and a lot of elderly people, like for example, to book their doctor's appointment. If you notice, some doctors will say book it online. So they must feel, elderly people must feel so shut out from the world, because there's just so many things trying to change to, like, I don't know, it's just, the changes are too drastic for me. And the thing is, there's a lot of things that I do that requires a QR code, you know, and I do think to myself, I'm thinking, what if I didn't have a phone? Like, what would I do? It's like when my phone broke, I could still go to shops and pay for food with my cards, but there's some people that use Apple Pay on their phones, right? A lot of people have everything on their phones, the information on there that they need to go into certain places. So I don't know what's going to happen moving forward, but I totally disagree with this digital ID, only because I don't like changes. It's going to frustrate me if you need an ID when you can't pay for, you know, I like to pay by cash. I don't know what's going to happen, guys, but this is just meant to be a general video about this topic, because I still don't know much about it. Yeah, but if you guys want to share your thoughts on it after I post the video, you're more than welcome to. But who knows what's going to happen tomorrow, guys? Everything's just changing so drastically, and I'm very old-fashioned. I like to keep things old-fashioned. The only reason why I pay by card is because financially it makes more sense for me to pay by card, especially living on a low income. Instead of dipping into cash, you know, I try and follow a system my way, right? But yeah, guys, it's Storm Amy. There's a tree on the floor. I can't show you guys because it might show my location, but I'll try my best. This tree is blew down. Right, it's blew down, guys. So I need to be careful when I'm out and about. But I'm going to end this video here now, guys. Thank you, Mr. Space Nut, for actually coming on and contributing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do another live video now, so I'm going to end this one, and I'm just going to do a general chit chat video. Okay, guys, so see you all. Thank you for watching, and peace.